The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to operate our scoreboard and shot clock system for Oakmont home water polo games. So when you come to the desk, this will be set up for you. First thing you'll do if there's a game that's run before you is you need to set it up for a new game. So to do that, there's an option menu here on the right side. The lowest one, it says miscellaneous. You're going to click on that. Then it gives you a new menu. The second to the bottom is the last one that's available for you is new game. And you'll click on new game. It'll prompt you, reset for new game, question mark, yes or no. So we got yes on top, no on the bottom. We're gonna say yes, we want a new game. And there you go. The game is set up for varsity games, so the quarter time is 7 minutes. If this is a situation where you're running a JV game, the JV quarters are 6 minutes. So what we have to do in the beginning of each quarter is edit the game time. So see this button right here, edit game time. We'll click on that. And then you'll put the new time in. Over on the right, you can't see the keypad. Here's on the right side keypad. But you have to hit 6, 0, 0. And then this one's funky. You need 2 more zeros. For some reason, it wants the hundredths of a second in there as well. And then you hit enter. And so there we have 6 minute quarters. It's ready to go for a JV game. Now, to handle the timing, we have 2 plungers. We have the one that's just the plain plunger here. This is your plunger for starting the clock and stopping the clock. And then we have a blue plunger, or the little blue wrapper here. This is for the shot clock. And all this does is reset the shot clock. So my recommendation is we have 2 different people running these plungers, so you don't get mixed up between the 2. It's just easier to have a separate person have a separate duty for this. So ideally you have 2 people, one running each plunger. To start the game, the team sprint for the ball, and you wait until someone touches the ball, and then you hit the main plunger to start the clock. So as you can see in there, the clock has started, and the shot clock's going. Now, the shot clock, you reset it if there's a clear change of possessions or someone takes a shot on goal. It's a hard shot that's field blocked, goalie blocks it, or it hits the cage. That's a shot. You simply hit reset. Always err on the side of caution with resetting the shot clock. Make sure there was a clear shot or make sure there was a change in possession. Otherwise, don't hit anything. If for some reason you accidentally get trigger happy and you hit the trigger here, the referees or the coach or someone's using it and say, hey, shot clock was reset, shot clock was reset. They'll blow, the officials will blow their whistle, you'll stop the clock, they'll walk over and they'll say, can you reset the shot clock time to 11 seconds? And so what you'll do is you'll come over here where it says edit shot clock, you'll click on that, and then you just put the new time on the keypad on the far right. We'll put in 11 seconds. For this one, for whatever reason, you just put 11. That's good for seconds. And you hit enter on the keypad, and it's good to go. So now we have 5, 12, and 11 seconds. If they ask you to put more time on the game clock, you go back to edit game clock again, and maybe they say they want 5:15. So then you go 5:15, and then on the main score, you got to do 0, 0 for the hundredths of a second for whatever reason, and hit enter. So now we got 5:15 on the game clock, 11 on the shot clock. And the blow the game back into play, the player with the ball makes a move with the ball, you start the clock, and we're back and up and running. Okay? For rare situations where maybe there's only a few seconds left on the shot clock, the official may say, hey, watch my arm. And so what they'll do, they'll put their arm straight out when they blow a whistle, and the arm straight out, and you stop the clock, and then they will drop the arm to their side to tell you basically, okay, start the clock here. And they do that just in special situations where there's only a few seconds left in the game or a shot clock situation, and they want you to be on their arm. Again, reset it. If it gets down to 0, the shot clock's alarm will go off. It'll buzz, and you just have to hit the reset to stop the buzzer from going. One key to remember is sometimes teams they're running out of time on the shot clock. They'll dump the ball, and they'll dump it to a corner. So the game's in play, everything's going, but they dump it. So now the goalie takes them 5 seconds, right? You reset the shot clock, it takes the goalie 5 seconds to get to the ball. before they actually pick it up. So when they get to the ball, just simply reset the shot clock again. The team gets 30 seconds from when their goalie gets access to the ball. That's it. So now we're going through and there's a score. Stop the game clock. Score, obviously you reset the shot clock. Now how do you enter it? So did the blue team score or the white team score? For Oakmont home games, we're the blue team. The visitors are the white team. And so if Oakmont scored, you simply put +1 blue, right? If the visiting team scored, you simply go +1 white. Now, from time to time, sometimes people accidentally hit the wrong key. So let's say Oakmont come down and score, and you accidentally hit +1 white. Well, typically, the fans in the stand, they're watching the game, they see that happen. Someone's going to ooh and ah or say something about that. Hey, wrong team, wrong score. No big deal. All you do is you go back here and go -1 for white, and then you go +1 for blue. You also will be checking with the scorebook on a regular basis as there's a break in the action. Hey, what score do you got? Do I got the right score? You'll check at quarter breaks, halftime, and all that. Just make sure the score is right. But like I said, it's no big deal to edit the score if a mistake occurs. Then the only other thing you need to know is sometimes there's kickouts, ejections. So we're going through the game here, and ejection occurs. So when ejection first occurs, typically you stop the clock, you reset the shot clock on every ejection, and then who got kicked out? Let's say the white team got kicked out, you'll hit eject A, and then when the ball's back in play, we're gonna start it back up. And what's nice, it keeps track of the time here. So white team might take or the blue team might take a shot, clank it off the cage, but they still maintain possession. So we can keep track of how much time's left. So here we see the white team has 3, 2, 1. We wave the white flag from the desk. We wave the white flag to tell them they can come back into play. Now, occasionally, we'll have a situation where we have a kick out. So kick out blue, A, reset the shot clock, play. And then for some reason, another blue player gets kicked out. Stop. Blue player B gets kicked out. Reset the shot clock again and play. And you'll see up here we got both times counting down. So now the person with the blue flag who's going to wave them in is ready. They're going to wave the first player in. 3, 2, 1, go. Wave them in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wave in the next blue player. So that's a rare case, but that can happen. But the nice thing about using this is it keeps track of the time for you, so you don't have to do the 20-second math in your head in case the shot clock, they do take a shot during the man-up situation and maintain possession, because otherwise you just wave them in at 10 seconds on the shot clock. But sometimes there are shots early and you maintain possession. All right, now let's go to the end of the quarter. So if I go to the end of the quarter, I'm just going to edit the game time here to cheat a little bit. 10, 0, 0. All right. Now, one thing I want you to note, once the time is less than 30 seconds, the shot clock time becomes game clock time. So even when you hit reset, it's not going to change. It's not going to go to 30 because sometimes people freak out about that. No, shot clock is now game clock, game time. So then we're running down the end of the quarter. It runs down, you watch this. When it gets to 0, the horn should sound. But if we have an issue, then you simply say, official, time's up, end of the quarter, if the horn didn't go off. All right. This is press any key for next period. So you can just hit the enter key, and then we can start the time for the break, for the first quarter break. Now, there are times, especially in a JV game, and it's a late game, and it's getting dark, the officials may be trying to kind of move this game along a little bit. So they'll say, okay, we're ready to go. So what you have to do is you have to stop the time, and then you're going to hit edit game time. I'm sorry, my mistake, not that. You're going to start the time, my mistake. You're going to just hit next period. So you're going to go next period, period plus 1, okay? So you'll hit stop time, period plus 1 takes us to the next quarter, it's ready to go. But again, This is set for 7 minutes for varsity game, so then you would edit the game time. 6, 0, 0, 0, 0, enter. And now we got 6-minute quarters and we're ready to go for the second quarter. So that's it. So what you need to be able to do on here is basically, can you jump to the next period or back? You can edit shot clock here. You edit the game time here. This is where you do your ejections for blue. This is your ejections for white. Here is your blue score. Here's your white score. And if you make a mistake, here's how you take off a point, and here's how you take off a point for white or blue. And that's it for the scoreboard. So it doesn't take that long to master this. It's just one of those things that you get better with experience. So we're looking forward to having some parent volunteers help us out with this this season, and greatly appreciate the support. Thank you.